Good afternoon, Final Fantasy Randomizer Twitch chat. I I am one of your hosts, Admiral Tryhard, joined in the booth by Hate the 13th and Saracen, while Hate is also restreaming. And we have our tracker Chadbird here. We might get another tracker soon, and we are here for some Fall League. Today, we are doing some floaterless classic, I believe. Would you like to tell us more, Saracen?
Absolutely. So Floaterless Classic is a callback to, I believe, the 2019 spring tournament. So we're going to be looking at a couple newer flags to make life a little bit easier. We have a fast ship. We have, some better shop info available, that sort of thing. But for the most part, we're going to be hoofing it around the world. There is no airship in this game. We have some additional docks that allow you to get to places like Bahamut and obviously the northern docks, that sort of thing. But some map edits to allow you to get to everywhere you could get to in the vanilla game. A couple other niceties come in, like Bahamut has all of the Cardia Island treasures, that sort of thing. But we're looking at, a fairly vanilla experience in a lot of regards. Hey, what do you think about this?
Yeah, this has been an interesting flag set to go through and to watch this week. It's been kind of variable. We've seen some races that have finished in an hour. We've seen some racers like myself that have taken a little over 2 hours because things have gone horribly wrong in Topher. Overall, this has just been a weird, strange, and beautiful week.
All right. Well, something that is Floaterless Classic. However, there is some caveats to today. I believe it was forced black belt banned red mage. Am I correct on that?
You are correct. And so, with there not being any class blurses, you kind of know what you're going to be doing with that. Uh, I
Be
suspect, we don't see people just yet, but I think we're going to see a lot of black belt Oreo. We might see a couple people pull a fighter in place of one of those black mages. So fighter black belt, white black, maybe some aggressive double black, no white mage in there. But we'll see. We'll see what the racers decide to bring to the table today.
Speaking of that, let's see what the racers have in store for us team-wise.
All right. On the top left, we've got Demon RHK. Demon RHK is representing On-Rack Fish and Game Commission. Hopefully getting that poach or cracking out of here. On the bottom left, we've got Cheesinator on Team Cheese Fries. I'm double checking, make sure I get all of these names correct. Now, Team Cheese Fries, I believe did pretty well last week. Was that correct?
Team Cheese Fries stomped face last week.
Yeah. All right. Now, Luffy DV, an admin in our Discord server, so he knows something at the very least. It represents Team Carry on my Wayward Sons. Hopefully, Luffy DV will be able to do some great things. And on the bottom right, you can call him whatever you like, as long as it's LFB. I call him Love's Fiend Bracking, but you should know him as Lord Fizzlebeef, representing the Trash Island Fire Department.
So right out the gate here, 3 out of our 4 on-screen runners have fighters in their lineups. Fizzle going with that aggressive double black mage setup. Demon RHK, the lone no fighter, but he has a thief. So this is bucking my expectations quite a bit. Just a reminder to all of our folks out here, we do have 10 other racers who are just not on the restream here. Certainly check out all of those racers.
We'll keep you updated as the progress throughout the race, so you know. But other than that, we'll be watching these 4.
And the runners should be joining us on stream now. Perfect.
All right, what are you hoping for in Corneria? Level 1 life. Oh,
and level 1 lit 3. All right, that's a good start.
So,
and lock.
Level 1 life, would that would that make Love's Fiend bracking any less hesitant about his party choice?
Oh,
Because
no.
life is kind of important.
No. He is speed and power all the way.
Nah, he's not going to care much about that being in second slot. We have a key as our shop item in Canaria
Oh,
for
nice
a
and
measly 4,900. So
Oh.
that's big.
Yeah.
Oh,
You could pull that just
you could
grabbing
get
chests and Toph.
yeah. In Toph, we already got 3,000 gold.
Yeah, and the other thing about these flags, and one of the reasons why people have taken some fighters, or thieves in Demon's case, is there are 2 loose items floating about in the world. So they're going to have to be touching some chests until they at least find the stuff to put themselves in go mode.
One of the things with the with these loose items is we do have a new flag that says that these loose items cannot be placed in dungeons that are incentivized. Now, our incentives are everywhere but the elemental dungeons, basically. So you're not going to see a whole lot of chest checking in, I would say, Marsh or that sort of thing. But we'll see, where people go as far as chest checks. I think a lot of these folks are going to probably search for their incentives before checking for the loose. And with the elemental dungeons basically being the main places where you would find those loose, I think that that's going to be put off towards the end of the seed as much as possible.
Yeah. Now, that being said, given that they've got the canoe, I would be surprised if not everybody goes up to check Matoya's stuff, because they didn't get all the cash they needed out of Toph to buy the key. Ooh.
Opal bracelet.
Now, I'm not sure if either of you commentators noticed this, but there is a very, very long streak somewhat early on in the encounter table.
That means they're going to pay for that later in the encounter table, and they're going to be paying for that in Topher specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can be one of the challenges to try to figure out where exactly in the encounter table you want to be when you start. I know some runners are very good about knowing exactly how many steps they're in. Greg Leapuff comes to mind as far as racers like that. But, landing that long stretch on the earth floor and then getting the tight section of the encounter table on C is a real struggle bus, I would say.
And it looks like Lorfinborfin there has decided that he's actually probably going to run a full actual fighter.
It may be because of that encounter table, because you can just run and grab chests in shorter dungeons without much worry.
Well, it looks like he planned on it, given that he had named his black belt Dead.
Yeah, Fizzle really likes his fighters.
And dragon armor for him.
That's a good find. Now, let's see if he can actually get out with it, because he does not have any tents, and these wolves are ambushing and smashing.
And Nuke is failing to run, so...
Failing to run, but he's a dodgy little boy there.
He be quick, he be fast, he be dodging all the slashes.
And we see Cure 4 at level 2 on Demon's screen. That's kind of good for... Oh, and Ruse at level 2.
Yeah, this is a fighter. This is...
Ice 3 Lock 2 in the Black Magic at level 2 is also...
I'm going to double check this flag set. Yeah, with this boss scaling, I'm thinking about that fighter. I am a big fan of fighters.
So, as somebody who lived through the fighter banned black belt seed and has watched all of the races so far, what I will say is that these scalings in particular, going up to 200% on the bosses, they don't seem super punishing up front, but what I have noticed is there is a tendency for the black belt compositions to perform better, and I think that part of that is the lack of the weapons being blurst. That has a really significant impact. Now, what we're really going to have to look for is, where does temper land in the spells? And I haven't noticed that yet.
I'm actually kind of fine with these weapons being not not the worst, because I am a big fan of the Vorpal Blade, and having an incentive Vorpal Blade puts a lot of my anxieties to rest.
So I ran a Vorpal with no tempers on Monday, and it was pain.
I am so sorry.
We at least have lock, so that's a good start.
Lock helps because you can hit, but the Vorpal has such a low base damage that's a real issue.
Yeah, it's you can hit, but it's basically like you're slapping them with a wet noodle.
Oh,
I
don't know how
ride
I
or
feel
die
about
on those
cheese.
crits.
I don't know how I feel about Cheese doing these checks with the unrunnable gargoyles. And we get a crown out of Marsh Cave.
Hey, vanilla crown.
So,
Vanilla ship,
Cheese-
vanilla crown. What the heck, man?
Cheese is checking for the loose in Toph, and
I mean, it kind of makes sense with the open world because you can kind of just head right to Dwarf Cave locked.
Oh my god, Nuke and Brack both at level 3.
Looks Fiend Bracking is very happy.
Well, he hasn't been down there yet, but he will be.
He will be very happy. Lock 2 at level 2? Oh, this is perfect. Did we see much of white magic?
Cure 4 at level 2, and
Oh,
Ruse
I
at level
meant-
2 as well. Level
should've
3, I did not notice.
Very much should have specified Elfland.
so Canaria Castle locked was the Ruby, which is actually a surprisingly important incentive item in these flags. The Titan's Trove is incentivized. It's also blocking Sarda. So getting the Ruby, because we have a free canal, is a big
We need
deal.
to kill the vampire.
No, we have early Sarda on. So we don't have to kill the vampire in order to talk to Sarda and get the item there. That means that Ruby is worth 2 incentive slots.
Yeah, that Ruby has...
Level 6 Temper, 4th slot.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
With
no good.
Lord Fizzlebeast party, using double Black Mage, I think that's doable.
Yeah, depending upon the levels he gets up to, it could be better, could be worse.
All right.
All right, she's given us the check into the Dwarven Armory.
Still have yet to see fast though, right?
Yeah, we haven't seen level 4 black, nor have we seen level 5 black.
And obviously nobody's been to Gaia or Lefane yet.
Yet. Or if we did see level 4 black, I blinked and missed it because it was LFB who would have checked it.
So we get a flame armor out of the Dwarven Armory. That's decent enough while we're
Good
waiting.
fighter armor, but the dragon armor will be for promotion.
Yeah, I mean that all depends on getting the tail though.
Ooh, Invis.
I mean, I don't think you can get much better than flame armor and an opal bracelet. Oh, level 5 fast.
And we've got Invis 2 at level 3 white.
Is it night learnable?
Slot 4, I do not believe
No,
so.
not learnable.
So Fire 3 at level 4 black.
So we could have a very selfish knight in this.
That is a
fight.
terrible level 4 white shop.
Yeah, that level 4 white shop was a pile of hot trash.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't.
Gold bracelets and pro rings in Melmond, it looked like.
Melman, the place for shopping for armor.
Well, we got level 5 heal 3. That's pretty good.
Chime and Titan's Trove. Borfin giving us the goods on that side of the continent.
Yeah, and as Rubes is pointing out, Chime and Cube, Seed is saying, hey, go to Sky. Go to Sky. Sky, Sky, Sky. You've got level 3 Brack.
And a
Defense sword. Okay, so that's really big for the fighters in particular. I mean, it's good for black belts, but ideally with the black belt parties, you're just trying to punch before you have to
Now,
do anything.
It's good for a different reason in this flag set, if the tail comes into play, because we've got Ruse and Cure 4 in the same level, which means it just makes the knight far more sustainable as you dive over.
I think it could also lead to some earlier fiend kills as well, which is also nice little benefit.
Ooh, and the crown turns into the Oxy Ale, so crown required, marsh required.
I mean, I'd rather go to marsh than ice, just saying.
I think we're going to see a lot of people go to ice pretty soon if they're intending to use those black belts, though, just because of the eye grind. The tiles are all vanilla, so the eye is in the vanilla eye location, the agamas are in the vanilla agama location. If you need to get an incentive out of ice anyway, you may as well level up your black belt while you're there.
And DM and RHK going to check and see what's in Astos' closet, because whilst Astos is incentivized, Astos' closet is not an incentivized dungeon, so you could get a loose landing in there. Just like you can get a loose landing in Waterfall.
So, loves fiend bracking, of course, buying Brack and Nuke for everyone. Are we going to see some of those strats come out this race?
I mean, I have to expect.
That
We
is-
saw Tia 2 Brack on Restream last night.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was an amazing thing last night.
Not even sure why Lord Fizzlebeef would check level 4 white magic.
Force of habit.
Yeah, it's a tough habit to break, but I'm always a runner who always has a lot of his actions streamed into his consciousness. So I'm like telling myself what I'm doing as I'm doing it.
And Luffy DV finding a piece of salmon that's been hiding in the castle armory. I feel kind of bad for that Titan.
Fish is fish. Give me fish.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, how old is that fish? Ugh.
Hey, a fish skeleton to a titan that likes to eat full rubies is probably a nice source of calcium.
I'm not talking about the skeleton. And Chadbert pretty much nailed it in chat. I feel bad for the guy standing over that in the armory. Just...
Oh.
It tastes so fishy.
Oh, the fish smell is really coming out. But salmon is my favorite kind of fish.
Tuna all the way. Give me a nice rare tuna steak where you think warm thoughts about it, and yeah, that's perfect. Anywho.
Yeah.
Not getting distracted by food talk yet. Not getting distracted by food talk yet.
Hey, once the stream finishes, I'm having myself some lunch now, just because we've mentioned this.
And it looks like we have Cheese and Eater checking to see if the elf has anything hiding in their closet, and nothing except for a pile of cash.
So we've got ship. Oh, I thought. Yeah, we've seen the Oxyale already. So really, it's just. Yeah, we've got canoe, we've got ship, we've got canal. We just need the loot, right?
We do need the rod still.
Oh, right, the rod. Sometimes we forget about Lich.
We would like to forget about Lich.
I think some of our members in this community would like to forget about other fiends, like an amazing member, Danny, in our community, really hates Kraken too.
With good reason.
Yeah, I still feel bad watching that one race. Ooh, did those bones have... Yep, they have toxic.
Ooh. And, there was a ribbon hiding out in Earth, too. Thanks for the keen eyes, Chadbert. And a gold Cheerio.
Man, people are being rewarded for checking Earth, too.
That's impressive by itself. So I took a quick look at some of our other racers. I think that there was some early divergence because I'm seeing a lot of runners that I would say expected to be past Marsh at this point, going into Marsh. Now you see Cheese in there right now. Cheese obviously had a bit of route divergence for getting the Ruby and chasing that down. But, you know, I saw Thunderclawed in there. I believe Burt Reynolds was in there. You know, so it looked like there's been a bit of divergence early on. One thing that I did note is that the herb turned into the TNT. Now, where was the herb? Who knows? I haven't seen it yet.
You know, honestly, I am more surprised that only now we are seeing our first on-stream runner going to ice, because they got the canoe from the king. I am kind of surprised that after they found that level 3 nuke, that there weren't people hightailing it to Ice Cave immediately to get the grind on.
You know, part of that might have been
If they-
having the resources for the heal potions and the house and that sort of thing to
If
get
you're-
through the rivers.
If you're running a black belt, I would agree with you, but you know, if you're running like fighter double black mage, it's like you have less of a reason to go into that ice cave and rather than just chase down items.
Well, yeah, but that's, you know, that's just left front bumper.
Hey, he knows something that most of us don't because he's quite fast.
Oh yeah, I know, it's just that he has also killed his black belt, so... Excuse me. So the static grind, I don't expect to be as much of a thing. Excuse me, as much of a thing for him.
Yeah. Also, if you didn't know, that each week we try to give bonus points to the team that finishes with the lowest level max. So your highest level party member is your level that you finished at. We give points based on who has the lowest level party finish for the week, right?
Yep, and currently, I'm going to say I don't think that there's going to be many people competing for that honor because
No one's trying to go
right
from
now,
level 20.
yeah, Papa Ducks finished at level 20 on, I want to say Thursday night, and that was impressive, let's say.
Yeah. Yeah, Thursday night's Topher was a pain in the butt.
Luffy in the ice cave has found a black shirt. That
That
is
can be
a
quite helpful.
really nice item for like sustainable efforts.
And Demon RHK checking out all of those chests in the Dragon's Hoard and finding that there was nothing there.
There was a chest of like 40-some thousand gold. And, you know, just not enough to bother with.
Yeah, nothing of super importance. You know, cash comes and goes.
Oh, there's also an ice sword in Ice Cave. That's also pretty good for the fighter.
You know, it's a good early-ish weapon for the fighter. I've certainly finished some seeds with some ice swords, but generally not, you know, vanilla ice swords.
Yeah, it has to be like ice +4 for me.
Honestly, with enough temper, everything's an endgame weapon.
And here I am, just waiting for one of you to pounce on the vanilla ice reference.
Nope. I am actively avoiding that.
Oh, Luffy getting on the grind. Here we go.
Yeah, Admiral, like you mentioned, that black shirt already coming in handy for Luffy, as it gives that black belt something to do before the punches actually do damage.
Yep.
God, and Luffy hasn't opened up the incentive chest yet.
That's
He's grinding.
an interesting choice. You should go for that extra experience.
It's mildly... Yeah. Tradbert.
Maybe we missed it.
Chadbert the Tracker is getting a bit of anxiety about it, and
Oh, okay.
so am I, honestly. Hey, and Herb
thought
came
that-
out of Ordeals.
Okay, so that means that some people were going for Dead Pulse's heart and going for ordeals early. And that's why I was seeing an herb turn in on our other streamers' end. So we know that herb turns into TNT. I have not seen what that TNT turns into.
Luffy, please open chest. Please open chest, Luffy.
Come on, Luffy.
Luffy, please. My heart can't take it.
There is no chest. There is only grind.
That's what it seems like.
T-Tron, I just saw is in Volcano, and the left hairpin has a ribbon in it.
Oh, thank God, Luffy opened the chest. Found the tail.
Mmm.
So that's actually gonna, like, say I'm in Love's Fiend Bracking's position, right? I hate ice, and I'm running a fighter party. I might not find the tail.
I have no doubt that he'll hit up ice, unless he finds go mode beforehand. But I have a feeling he will check the incentive dungeons before full clearing Sky.
But isn't there no loose items in?
Well, there are. Sky is not incentivized, so you could have loose
wait.
items in all of Sky, or Sky and Mirage both. So yeah.
I'm thinking about, like, would I rather clear Sky?
Ooh, and Cheesinator going for the long hairpin walk, which, I hate that walk.
Yeah, it's the left double hairpin is where that ribbon's at. The one right, the one that has the spike tile in front of it.
Fire elementals with damage poison, and you're gonna try to swing at them with a fire sword.
Ow. Well, I think
hit
he'll
hard.
be avoiding that chest.
Yeah, that's one of those percentage plays you have to consider. Is that a chest that's actually worthwhile? The answer, probably not.
All right.
But is going to get rewarded on the check over here with not having to take that spike tile.
Always nice.
Yeah.
And thank you to Guardian Marcus in chat, pointing out that the TNT turns into the slab.
Oh, great.
We on the fetch quest.
Yo, dog, we heard you liked running across the world. Oh, wait, you don't like running across the world? Too bad. Do it anyways.
So good news on that front is that the ship being fast means that it's not so bad of a check.
Yes.
You know,
Speedboat, best boat.
We've got access to. We've got the Oxio. We've got access to Sky. I would just do it. I would make that risky play. Because do you really play rando if you don't take some risks? Think about that.
So iguanas have trance. Just gonna throw that out there.
Bad iguanas. You're not DJs. Knock it off.
Taking just a quick survey through a few of our off-screen runners, we have Cyrenus taking the eye grind, slowly but surely whittling down the party members. But I'm seeing quite a few people that actually are in Volcano early. Sir Linkalot, Burt Reynolds, and T-Tron, all in Volcano right now.
And
I don't have everybody pulled up, but, you know,
All right.
it's a little survey of them.
It seems that the Dragon's Horde was garbage except for a Flame Shield.
And a 40k chest, yeah. Yeah, Demon checked that one earlier, much to his chagrin. And Cheesinator actually did go for that horrible. Ooh. Power bonk out of the actual Volcano Armory, but the other hairpin chest that he wiped out of just had some cash.
So, Demon RHK, we went. What was it? The TNT gave us slab. Guess what Lefane turned in was?
That was probably the Vorpal, wasn't it?
No, it was adamant. Okay,
So
I understand the dwarf for being lazy there.
Yeah, it's a real extended lazy dwarves.
I mean, that's kind of like a dwarven economy, right? You help out the dwarves, so they let you help out someone else to you come back to help the dwarves.
Yep, and we've got LFB in Waterfall right now. Oh, and the spike tile there is unrunnable. That's annoying.
Okay.
It's good EXP.
It's just annoying.
Ah, there's 2 Fire 3 casters. It's
Yeah,
fine.
and you have a flame sword. It's fine.
As long as they all don't get initiative on you and, make there or sit there and make
Oh,
you wait.
That's one step closer to go mode.
Yep, robot breaks off a piece of his arm and goes, here, use this to open up that plate.
It's dangerous to go alone. Use this.
Oh, and the Whiz Mummies have fire too. Once again, let's just add more annoyance onto that.
Yeah, but they're very squishy, and turn order was kind, so...
And Matoya had the incentive ribbon.
Meanwhile, Luffy does the strat of hit them harder.
Luffy just casts Punch.
Do you think that power bonk is going... How much time do you think that power bonk is going to save for Cheeseinator?
Somewhere between 0 and Aleph Knot minutes. For those not available or not aware of what that is, Aleph Knot is a very small subset of Infinity.
I thought it was pronounced Aleph Noel.
Aleph Knot, Aleph Null, both of them are null, both of them are valid.
Okay.
I'm just used to it as Aleph Knot. Luffy go punch.
Yeah. Luffy, no matter what, definitely going to finish this race because he can just punch him harder.
Yeah, Luffy's primary spell is going to be Fist.
Why cast spell when you punch hard?
And Cheeseinator going through and checking out the Agama floor, seeing if there's anything loose or anything of note in there. Ooh.
And that's no mode for us.
Yeah, that is loose and loot. Oh goodness, and Chadbert just pointed out that the Adamant, after that massive fetch quest, white shirt.
Yo, dog, I heard you like t-shirts.
Thanks
Hey,
for...
you don't have any Invis 2 casters, so at least it's something.
Thanks for running across the world and back twice.
Have a cool t-shirt.
Exactly.
Thanks, man.
It's not a cool t-shirt. It doesn't even have a design on it. They went for the plain white t-shirt.
It's
I don't know, a t-shirt that makes me invisible sounds pretty cool.
and Xcal also on the Agama floor.
Cheeseinator just got a very big advantage.
If he promotes. So far,
I
the only
I
one
don't
we've
see
seen
why
on...
Cheeseinator wouldn't go to ice.
so far the only reason, or the only person we've seen go to ice is Luffy, and
Punch.
honestly, and Lord Fizzlebeef is... Okay, he hasn't got the loot yet, so he might go to check ice for that, but
Yeah,
yeah.
just do Volcano last. You do ice, and then you do Volcano, and then you're also right. You can quickly promote before finishing.
So big F in the chat. Cyrenus lost a grind on the I tile to, I believe, an off tile encounter.
ooh,
Yeah.
feels bad, man, feels bad. Alright, LFB is checking the chests on Sharknado floor and checking to see if he can find anything of use.
Meanwhile, Luffy makes it out, saved, and that's a level 42 black belt.
Punch Machine is online.
And now you're going to see... You're now going to see the difference between exploration progress and combat progress, and how much they equal out in this seed. Because...
Luffy, where you go? Oh, he's gonna go res first, okay. I was expecting him to just go right on down and punch Carrie into a nothing but a red splatter.
I can't forget me ship.
Mage stick, that's kind of a convenient thing to find.
So, yeah, this fighter is, well, I should specify, the knight has everything that he could want.
Except the tail to grow up.
Well, I'm just talking about in general this seed. Like, we found flame swords, ice swords, X-Cal. You know, Vorpal's incentivized if you want it. And you know, Cheesenator finding the power bonk.
I see Chadbert pointed out that the second loose was the Vorpal. Did any of you actually catch where that came from? Oh, it hasn't been found yet. Okay, well, never mind then. Thank you, Chadbert.
Oh, I forget that there's 2 loose items. So we've got a loose loot and a loose Vorpal. Ooh.
Yeah, and that loot being just in the middle of Volcano.
Usually the last thing you want to check.
Given that Luffy is in punch and kill mode, I'm not sure if he will get it on his first pass through.
Oh, Lord Fizzleby found Vorpal.
Oh, Sharknado.
Yep.
It feels good.
I can't wait to see him throw it out of the window on Sky 3. But yeah, with
This
these
isn't dab.
with these seeds, the X-Cal is loose and the Masa is loose, neither of which are incentivized. They're just floating somewhere in the breeze, wind, bridge. Words go together and make gibberish.
Hey, Kraken. So, Love's Fiend Bracking shows his true colors and casts Brack, and instantly kills Kraken first try.
So, quick survey of our off-stream runners. We've got Pickles and Beer doing his black belt grind. He is approaching 30-ish. Len the Cat also just starting to grind on the eye as well, and last I saw was around 20-ish. Budgemano is currently sailing the high seas, but seems to be focused on a fighter double black composition. The black belt has been face down for quite a while. Detron is at Agamas. Sir Linkalot is at Agamas. Just powering on up. Yep, Cyrenus also in the volcano, and I think starting an Agama grind as well. Bert is in Ordeals, and Thunderclad looks to be in Ice Cave at the moment, with a 7-pack of wizards.
We've trying to quick go over some of our. All right, okay, yeah. I was hoping to help Chanigan with this question live, but it seems like you got it covered, hey?
Oh yeah. That fetch quest chain, not something I'm gonna forget for a little while.
It was remarkably rude.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, it was both.
The seed does a little bit of trolling.
Little.
Okay. Yeah, the seed hasn't been evil by any means, but it's been a little trolly. That's what I'll say about this seed so far.
I'd say that incentive chain was more than a little trolly. Like, it's trolly enough that it made me giggle.
Oh no, Luffy's going down the rabbit hole. Oh no.
I just saw the update that Budgemano is also on that rabbit hole in Lefane.
Oh man.
Feels bracked, man.
Alright, and at least Luffy's stopping in to check and see if his knight can pick up anything, because Luffy did turn in his papers and has grown up after he hit 42 with the Punch Mage.
Is that Final Fantasy III kind of knight sprites that Luffy's got?
I believe it is, yes.
I love a lot of the Final Fantasy 3 sprites, but I never remember them.
And there's that dragon armor for that night. Opal armor? I don't need this anymore. Toss.
The dwarves are just like, what are you doing? Drops the heaviest set of armor in the game. You could do what you want with it.
Oh,
How do
and
you guys feel about Fizzle hanging out on Mermaid's side?
I feel sad.
I feel bad for him because we know the loot isn't there.
Yeah, I mean, he might find the Masa here, he might find a ribbon, but...
The Masa would probably be the only thing to really justify
Yeah,
all the time spent here.
yeah, as this is...
Because there's no power bonk.
Yeah, Volcano is the play that pays right now.
Luffy sparing the Hooray Dwarf.
But villain.
Ooh, an ice armor. Okay, so it's something.
Alright, Fizzle, if you're gonna full clear this floor, I really hope you at least carbonate bubbles.
Do it for the memes, Fizzle.
Do it. Do it.
I gotta say, the amount of pro rings that we've seen so far, like, I think there were at least 2 of... He just walked by Bubbles twice. Bubbles was in his way. You gotta
It
respect
seems
the
that we've been
memes.
sparing these NPCs this race.
At this point, since he has, spared Bubbles, you know what? I no longer feel bad about him going down here.
And
Yeah.
he got defensive measures if he doesn't find the tail, so it's really just a meh moment.
Yeah, but since he didn't, I'd feel bad for him if he had carbonated Bubbles, because, then I'd have the sympathy about it. But, he left Bubbles alive, man.
Come on, man, haven't you watched Powerpuff Girls? Bubbles is like, must protect Bubbles.
Well, yeah, but that's a different Bubbles. That's not Mermaid Bubbles.
It's the only other entity named Bubbles I've actually heard of.
Didn't Michael Jackson have a monkey named Bubbles?
I think so. I don't know, man.
I don't know much Michael
Actually,
Jackson.
yes, he did. Great, thanks for shaking that out of my brain.
Oh no, Luffy's following the rabbit hole still. Just got the adamant. Oh boy.
Rip.
I know I shouldn't be giggling, but...
Dang it, now you're making me giggle. This is terrible. We're evil commentators.
Oh, thank God. I thought LFB was going to be going to Sky and start full clearing, and... I mean, he's probably still going to full clear Sky, because he hasn't found the loot yet. Oh.
I mean, why wouldn't you full clear Sky if you're right there? And
Because
it's
because there are incentive dungeons to still check.
But you need to go through Sky anyway. All
Art
right.
just translated the slab, by the way. Throwing that out there.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Every time. This
All right,
is
and
the worst quest chain.
And the bottle
ever.
turned into the crystal, so at least he'll get the incentive ribbon out of that.
Yeah, Lord Fizzlebeef will have a hard time dying. Let's say that. Because, yeah.
But right
Actually,
now, just a quick look through, I'm seeing a lot of people powering up black belts right now.
I'd say I'm surprised, but that would be a very massive lie. Oh, thank God. Fizzlebeef is not going into Sky right now. He's going to go turn in that crystal.
he's like, wait, where's Matoya?
Where'd I park my boat at again? Crap! Wooden hat?
You
No,
go.
I'll take the pretty headgear instead, thanks. Alright, and Demon has offed his Kraken
And
as
he's
well.
never been to Matoya's cave before, so bam, opal bracelet.
And Luffy getting the womp. Oh, and then just resetting out of it.
Yep.
It's just like, I
Wait,
am
is Luffy gonna
insulted
pull
by
through his
this.
shot? Uh-oh. That's all I can say, just uh-oh.
Yep.
Here we go. There better be a masa in here.
Oh no. Oh no, Fizzle.
Oh no.
I hope you haven't turned in that herb. I really hope you haven't turned in that herb. Oh no.
Here we go again. Everyone's doing this quest at different points in their run, and we all know it's the biggest time waste in the world.
Oh no. I mean, I say that as I'm giggling.
Oh, wait.
And then he reset out.
He didn't bite. Oh no, but that's almost as bad.
Yeah. I mean, at least maybe he'll get some XP while he's
Hey, this is
clearing
guaranteed
sky.
to give him something. Be it EXP, equipment. It's gotta be something, right? Actually, I'm trying.
All
By
right,
deduction,
so Luffy.
there's a very high chance Masa's in here.
Yeah, Luffy just found it in less than greater than. So there's at least that.
I mean, Masa's just like a bonus sword at this point. It's not that it matters much.
Lord
for
Fizzlebeef hasn't found the tail or power bonk yet. So
Yeah, but I expect he'll find the power bonk when he goes into Volcano.
yeah, that's a good point. Did he fail to pick up?
No, he grabbed the
he picked
Masa.
it up. He's gonna finish out his boxes first, which seems a little sketch.
Nah, that makes a perfect amount of sense to me, honestly. Because, like, alright, if I have to equip something, or if I have to equip more than one thing, I only want to go into the equipment menu once.
I like to equip weapons right away if I know they're a big upgrade, because you never know when you'd run into it in an encounter.
And we've got Cheese going up and punching himself a carry. And down she goes.
Meanwhile, another black belt to be powered up on Demon RHK's screen. This is a beefy dragon.
Yeah, this blue D rolled up. And Demon finds the tail and goes, nope.
Can't blame.
Now, I just had a brilliant thought. The eye grind makes the black belt an anime protagonist, because it's just 5 straight minutes of powering up.
And this is to go even further beyond.
Yes.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Hey, it is. You do get to see 8 hits from the black belt at the very least. At the very least, 8 hits.
Well, I mean, we should be seeing 10 out of the 42s. We'll see how many of those black belts get pushed to 42 right away. I think a lot of them will. I would be very scared of some of the Tophers we've seen.
Apologies, I just noticed the little cutoff on the bottom of Luffy's screen. Had to fix that.
Oh, loves Fiend Bright. Is there anything else that he could possibly find in here?
Loot that he hasn't seen yet.
Yeah, a ribbon, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, like, that we know he could possibly find.
Let's see, there's one loose ribbon in Volcano. There's one loose ribbon in Earth 2. And yeah, okay, so he can't even find a ribbon. Basically, at this point, he's going to find nothing. He's got the... Well, he might find a Zeus bonk.
I think, yeah, I can agree to a Zeus bonk, or maybe a Thor hammer.
Yeah, those are the only 2 things of note left. Because he's
Luffy,
already...
no!
He's-
The slimes have nuke. Slimes have nuke, people.
Oh, boy.
We are Oh, here we go. Here we go. Nuke survives Nuke with 3 HP.
Doesn't matter how much HP, just matters that he survives.
But yeah, Lord Fizzlebeef did the correct thing and ran away. Because it's the first spell in their list as well.
Oh my goodness. Alright, and Demon RHK has found that power bonk. I have to wonder why Demon actually decided to not do the eye grind at this point, because he's level 18 on that black belt. And he skipped out of the tail as well, so we know he's not going to be worrying about that. He's not going to be promoting. Now I am confused.
That's a good source of confusion.
I kind of wonder if he's planning on trying to go for the low level of the week, seeing if he can beat up Papa Dukes.
Why would you do that with a black belt?
Madness?
Yeah, that's really the sort of thing you want to do with fighter black, white, or something similar, where you can count on having all the tempers and fasts to cover you.
And it looks like Luffy is down to just his black belt and a stoned knight. I think it's probably a good idea.
If I was that high in Sky, I would be stoned.
I think that it's probably a good idea to leave the knight stoned, though, until you get off of the floors where the slimes can appear. Because that way you can just toss us off at the knight, and if he picked up life on that knight, then he can potentially bring back his black magic casters.
Life was not night learnable.
Well,
it was in slot 2.
Never mind, then.
Oh, Demon RHK finding the loot.
Demon is now at the point where he's like, alright, I'm in go mode. I don't have to touch anything anymore.
We've got pro capes. Yeah, there's really nothing left in Sky. An opal helmet. Not even gonna pick it up. Okay.
Why bother picking it up? He's got the ribbon. It looks like Demon might be taking the Agma grind instead of the eye grind. That answers my confusion all of a sudden.
So, just a short update. Both Pickles and Beer and Len the Cat are doing the TNT turn-in right now. So, on we go with the quest chain.
Yeah.
It's just a conga line, alright?
Pretty much.
Everybody do the rabbit hole.
Hey, y'all know how you love that speedboat? Let's make sure you use it. A lot.
For no reason.
Well, not exactly no reason, but for not a good reason.
Alright, so what's the strat for Tiamat here for Lord Fizzlebeef?
Really? Come on.
You've got 3 Bracks.
You know what it is.
You need a... If Brack doesn't work, let me just specify that. If Brack doesn't work.
He found the Masa and he has a knight.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, sorry. He has a fighter. Point stands.
He has a Masa and somebody to swing it hard. Oh no, cheese, no. Cheese, no.
Here we go. Yep, so defense, sword, and Brack. Does it work first try again? Yes, of course it does. Let me shut up real quick.
Borfin, the Brack Whisperer.
Thunderclaw just found the loose loot, so and has the powered up black belt.
Very nice.
I mean, it's just Earth Cave and Volcano left for Lord Fizzlebeef, lighting up his air orb. Already has the water orb, and he's heading over to Ice and Volcano area, so gonna be ice. He's going to ice if he's docking there.
Sir Lancelot also has lit the air orb and is headed to ordeals. Oh, baby.
Here we go. This whole chain is the ordeal. Oh.
T-Shron currently is in C Shrine on his way to Kraken, is only missing the rod for go mode, it looks like.
Which means he's just gonna have to swing up to the robot, and that'll get him his go mode. And Demon is getting his daily dose of lizard meat in.
Luffy heading into town. I hope he's not going into sea before checking out Waterfall. Okay, going to revive. I got... Like, the anxiety slowly goes up.
Going to revive and going to buy spells.
It's like, as you get closer and closer to the submarine, the anxiety... Okay, he's going to the end.
Going to the worst place in
Not
the world.
safe, not resetting. Luffy's going into sea without the rods, so Luffy's gonna full clear sea.
Maybe.
Okay, at least doing...
He'll probably clear the Sharknado side, at least. I don't know if he'll go down to Mermaids.
Yeah, this looks like what I saw a lot of our spring tournament competitors do, where you clear the Kraken side. Because with spring tournament, we had the incentive item in random chest. So your strat was always clear Kraken side and then see if you have to go to the mermaid side. I think knowing that the waterfall still exists.
But
I
like,
guess
why not
the
just do
loot.
waterfall first? Because
You
that's
know,
Because he was already in town. I really hope he doesn't go to clear mermaids, but...
Yeah, Sea Shrine doesn't even have a guaranteed incentive item, but Waterfall does.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, what else can I say?
Well, you gotta go down and murder a Kraken, so maybe he's gonna go murder himself a Kraken and then go to Waterfall? I don't know, man.
None of that makes sense to me. Alright, Lord Fizzlebeef clearing out the volcano. So, Lord Fizzlebeef is going to be very close to go mode.
This will actually put him in item go mode, at least. He will have to go murder a Lich, which, come on.
Oh, there's the fire element spamming poison.
And to answer Demon Frog's question, the loot is loose in the Agama floor.
So I'm suspecting Lord Fizzlebeef is just gonna check all of these chests and then possibly reset out and grab stuff that's very worth it.
Well, he's grabbing this ribbon, and he's probably going to go on down and grab the power bonk after he weighed whether to... Oh.
Yeah, because he wants his black mage.
Yeah, opted to skip out of that. And I think he's going to go grab that ribbon first, put that on his surviving black mage, and yeah.
But why would you fight the fires again?
Because this time he didn't try to fight them, he just ran.
He tried to run the first time, and his black mage was still killed.
And he got away this time. Yeah, Demon Frog, in addition to the loot, there is a power bonk in the armory, and there's an X-Cal on the Agama floor as well. I don't think he'll be grabbing that X-Cal, but he's got the Masa, so he's good.
Yeah, power bonk makes for a happy night.
And Cheesenator gets the Womp.
Oh! Ooh!
Demon's done with his grind, gonna go turn Carry into a fine powdery mist.
Man, this seed really is just trolled.
It's trolly and beautiful, and I love it.
Carrie has
Ooh.
killed Demon.
Oh no. He lost his grind.
Oh.
That is a very long pause.
Yeah.
That seemed like an expletive-filled pause.
Yep.
Pause, not for dramatic effect, but because it was actually bad.
Pause because screaming.
Yeah, get your F's in chat for Demon RHK.
I don't know if people had seen this yet on the mainstream, but Aegis is in Lich's bedroom, aka Earth 4 bottom left.
Alright. Lord Fizzlebeef has his loot and is now foregoing the rest of chests. I'm wondering if he's actually even going to promote, given that he's, you know...
I don't think he has a reason to. He's got, well, other than the spells, but you need to level up after that.
And the armor.
He's got flame armor. He's got
dragon armor.
yeah. But why
Dragon armor isn't enough to make Fizzle go promote.
It's
Alright,
the
true
thing
point.
that really might push him over would be Cure 4 and level 2. That's the only thing. Because he has defense sword and power bonk.
Alright, that's a true
I don't
point.
think he promotes. I don't think he promotes.
Yeah, I think he flies over to Earth. Well, zooms over to Earth.
Flying.
Yeah, I know. Well, you know, it's the speedboat. It moves at the same speed as the airboat.
Except for the part where you hit a Sahag.
And also in chat is correct. Lord Fizzlebeef does have 2 ribbons at the very least.
Yeah, he has the incentive ribbon, and he has the ribbon that was in Volcano.
Yeah, he's not going to find that one in Earth. He's done with chests.
Yeah, touching chests has become a dirty word for him now.
Oh, Cheesinator finding that rod, that also puts him in go mode.
And Luffy getting ready to go punch himself a squid.
Now, I will have to say that on stream, Lord Fizzlebeef has a huge exploration lead over the others, because he just needs one more orb and he's in go mode. The way that
And
I'm trying to look for win conditions for other runners here, Luffy needs a bad Topher.
And it looks like he was heading to Bahamut. He saved right outside, so I think he's going to promote and check to see if the armory, or if the Horde has anything of decent.
Lord Fizzlebeef already checked the Horde.
I
Really?
am a derp. So yeah, I guess he's going to promote.
Wow. This is unexpected, but I think it makes sense.
It's not super out of the way just to go promote. I didn't even realize he had the tail. Because I'm a derp.
Yeah, I knew he had
Oh,
the
he
tail.
has
Warp.
warp. Okay.
Okay.
That makes it, yeah. And you know, the silly thing is, I saw him use warp to get the tail.
Oh, that makes more sense. Also, Luffy's black belt is in a little bit of trouble. Not sure what got him so low.
Lobsters.
Angry lobsters.
It was right
this
after Kraken.
Single step
Oh.
lobsters.
Oh, man.
That could have been a real feels bad right there.
I mean, it wouldn't be too bad, unlike Demon's loss. No, it was before Kraken.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
And Gloomchew pointing out that Fast is promotion locked, so that could also explain a reason why Fizzle
yeah.
promoted.
Yeah, I forgot Fast was in slot 4, I think. That would definitely be a reason to do it. If I didn't have the tail and I was like, do I want to go search for it in order to promote? I'd be hesitant because, well, I've got Power Bonk and a Masa.
Yeah, but he just found the tail in the point of doing the rest of his normal checks, so
Yeah.
I can understand why he promoted.
Well, Team RHK back on the grind. Oh, you hate to see it.
I mean, you have to see it is the real problem.
You hate to see it twice.
Yes.
Yeah, it's you hate to see someone
Once is
lose
fine.
a grind.
One grind is fine.
So Sir Linkalot is about 30 paces in front of Fizzle with the same stuff. We are both in go mode here. And he just stepped onto Earth 4, and it is his last orb. So these two folks,
Yeah,
they're
I think,
racing.
yeah, this is a race between Lord Fizzlebeef and who did you say it was?
Sir Linkalot.
All right. Now, because this is so close, I feel like this is a good time to specify how the scoring system works, right? Like,
Sounds good to me.
I do hate. Do you have a
Yeah,
stronger hold on how that works?
yeah. Give me a moment here to clear my throat right quick. All right. So the way that the scoring system has been set up is it's a bin system. When the first person finishes, if anyone finishes within 1 minute of their time, they get 10 points. If nobody else finishes, or nobody else finishes within that 1 minute, when the next person finishes, they open up the bin 2. That one is open for 2 minutes and will get you 9 points. After the 2 minutes for that have elapsed, the next person to finish opens up bin 3, which gets you 8 points and is open for 4 minutes. After that one elapses, it's bin 4, which is open for
8.
yeah, sorry, my brain just kind of glitched out on me there. 8 minutes for 7 points. Then it's bin 5, which is 16 minutes for 6 points.
Yeah.
And everything
so
else.
on and so forth.
Yeah, and then,
I do have one question. You
it's-
specified if no one else finishes within that bin. So let's say we have 3 people finish within 1 minute of each other. Does that mean the next person starts the next bin?
Correct.
Okay.
I may have had the 7 points wrong. I think it might be 6, and then bin 6, which is just finish the seed, gets you 4. And Lord Fizzlebeef getting ready to stomp his way into Topher and see if he can kill himself a chaos.
All right. Sir, can you keep us updated with how he is compared to Sir Linkalot?
Sir Linkalot is on the Lich floor of
Ooh.
Topher.
Oh my.
Yep. Just hitting that dense part of the encounter table too. So
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
hopefully
I
we don't see
remember
that
talking about
wraparound.
that.
There have been 4 encounters on the Lich floor, and he's just hitting the middle of that loop.
All right. Lord loves fiend bracking, playing a little ditty. Yeah.
Side note, Gurmedusas have lit 2.
Ew.
Yeah, that's a little scary. Linkalot actually has both of his black mages down to 27 hit points as he takes out a pack. Ooh.
Wow, Luffy DV having to do the full clear, even TFC.
Ouch.
Well, not having to, but doing the, I should say.
Yeah.
That was a Gershark Big Eye. You should have taken that.
Yeah, Luffy is. If any of the runners like watch back this race to analyze themselves, yeah, Luffy DV, great, extremely high combat potential, and then just got trolled by item placement.
Yeah, pretty much.
This seed has trolled many a runner. All because of that white shirt. Ooh. Lord Fizzlebeef ambushed the Gurmedusas so he won't discover that they have lit too.
Oh, don't worry, there's like 3 packs in a row. I think that is pack 2.
Oh, there's the next one. And there's the lit twos.
And this is where we
Unleashed.
probably see wheels go down, unfortunately. Yep.
And poor Wheels.
I'm sorry, Danny.
If you're watching this, we'll revive you after we kill Chaos.
Well, it's Lord Fizzlebeef's choice, so, you know. She might have words for him. Alright, Luffy. Good,
I'll
Luffy.
have some word.
Alright, Luffy, you did the good.
I'll have some words with him if he doesn't revive Danny.
Link-a-Lot onto Tia 2.
Oh dang.
On the charge. Link-a-Lot, for reference, is doing Black Belt Oreo and just lost the White Mage. But Punch Mage still up and doing things. Tia 2 down.
Yeah, at Tia 2, yeah, you no longer need the White Mage unless you know, don't have anything else for defense, and actually you don't even need that.
Yeah, so my prediction, if things go well for Sir Link-a-Lot, is he'll be the first bin, and then Lord Fizzlebeef creates the second bin. Because I don't think Lord Fizzlebeef is just 1 minute behind.
Chaos opened with Thunder and took out one of the Black Mages, but the Fast still got off onto the Punch Mage for Link-a-Lot.
Ew.
Does not seem to be high absorb and terminated.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
yeah.
a very wimpy Chaos.
Yeah, it lasted all of 3 rounds. 1 hour, 6 minutes, 33 seconds for Sir Link-a-Lot, our first place finisher, I believe.
Yep, looks like it. So get your GGs out, chat, for Sir Link.
Meanwhile, Kraken 2. Let's start with Lit 2. Oh, and Cheesenator entering Topher.
Yeah, 107.35-ish.
With the black belt.
And Luffy's about to find that ribbon. He already faded the power bonk, though.
So, quick rundown of also in Topher, we have Pickles and Beer, Petron, Cyrinus, and Thunderclawed. And I think Zenobian as well. I don't have great vision into Zenobian because YouTube instead of Twitch.
Okay. Tia 2 down. If Tia 2 punched that knight again, that would have been game over for Lord Fizzlebeef. He's just going with speed and power. And taking the worm grind, because that's some good EXP. I don't hate the play. But yeah. Wonder if that gets an important level threshold. 28 for the knight. I don't think that matters much other than more strength.
Yeah, I think it's 29 for the next swing with the knight, I think. So, I don't know.
I thought it was 25 would get you max swings with Masa.
I can't remember on that one.
Lord Fizzlebeef accidentally fat fingering the mage staff instead of the rune defense sword.
Yeah, that's an item swap that I would have probably considered walking in, but you know, whoops.
Yeah, mistakes happen, but
Ooh,
I'm not
Bane.
I didn't see if he got the fast off or not. I think
He
I
did.
saw it. Okay, yeah, so he'll be fine then.
Yep,
Jeez,
10 hits for 1,000. Watch as Chaos dies next turn, and one last fight, and terminated.
All right, so get your GGs out in chat for Lord Fizzlebeef, who did open up bin 2.
No, Zenobian actually opens up bin 2 with a 109.06.
Oh, you are correct. My bad.
And Lord Fizzlebeef will be in the same bin. So both of them earning 9 points for their teams respectively. And we are joined in chat by Love's Fiend Bracking.
Hello.
Well, GG's to you, man. Were you I think you're the only person on stream who didn't go on the Nightmare Fetch quest. Would you like to hear about the Fetch quest?
Is the site?
Fizzle, we're having some mic problems from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not hearing you, man.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
There we go. Okay, everything's better. So, I hear something about a Nightmare Fetch quest. I'm going to assume it was that TNT to slab to something.
TNT to slab
to adamant to white shirt.
Yeah. Because I checked from Matoya's side, I knew that in order to turn that slab in, I would have to be boating into that general area anyway, so it was just faster to reset back to Matoya's cave and just go about my business.
Yeah. So, this is one question I initially thought of at the beginning. You enter Corneria, and you see life slot 2.
Mhm.
Does that influence your thoughts at all?
No.
And just as a quick off-stream update, we have had a spate of finishers. After Lord Fizzlebeef opened up bin 2 at 109.53, we had Pickles and Beer finish at 110.20, Thunderclawed at 111.04, and Serenus at 111.06.
I think Zenobian opened up bin 2 at 109.06.
Yep, my bad.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, I brains are hard.
So here's my question, because 2 minutes is a very strange thing to define sometimes. We had 109.06 to open bin 2 and 111.06. Does that open bin 3 or close bin 2?
I'm gonna plead the fifth and let the committee handle that one.
Yeah, I would think it would close bin 2.
I'd give
But
it to
I
him.
don't
Come
know.
on. That's just made up.
I am in favor of Serenus getting that extra point, or however many points it is.
Do a retime. If it's equal to 2 minutes, go for it.
All right. I genuinely thought that we wouldn't need a retime with these rules. I thought these rules were kind of created to like avoid the hassle of retimes.
And we have Cheeseinator pulling up to Chaos. We have a punch. We've got I couldn't see what it was doing there, and we've got
Fade.
Fast going off on a punch.
Punch goes off before fast, of course. Right before fast. Gotta love it.
Punch doing what punch does.
It's okay. This chaos is squishy to black belts.
Yeah, that was 11 hits, 836. Chaos taking out the meat shield, doing what it's supposed to do. 13 hits, 1429,
Yeah,
and
2
down
punches
goes
and-
Chaos.
Oh, wait. It's 3 punches.
So,
Yeah.
3 punches. And Cheeseinator has opened up bin 3 at 113.44. Get your GGs out for Cheese.
Right. See if we can.
So, we have
Fizzle,
go ahead.
So I know you are always in love with the fighter, Fizzle.
Yep.
Did any of the prior performances this week sway you in either direction on that front, or were you going fighter no matter what?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was real nervous after watching the Thursday and the Friday races, but nah, we don't need no black belts. This is fighter country.
All right. We are also joined in chat by Cheeseinator, the second place finisher on stream. On stream, I should say. How are you feeling?
Okay, I'm feeling a little weird. So I already DM'd hate about this, but something strange happened at the beginning of the game. I got no encounters, and I got no encounters all the way to TOF and then to Garland, and then I was like, that's weird. Then I got no
Mhm.
encounters going to Matoya and back, and I think I used the key to go up to TOF and back. Still had no random encounters. Went to Provoca and back, no random encounters. So I thought that I had the wrong seed, or someone had generated it with 0 on the overworld encounters or something.
Oh
So
no.
I messaged in race time, and I messaged Luffy accidentally. I thought he was modding, not running. I messaged him in Discord, and I was like, "Help! Like, I think there's a problem with my seed. I need to know if I have the wrong seed," because I thought I would need to regen and restart as quickly as possible. So that basically affected my early game because I was purposefully trying to walk deeper into the encounter table and then purposefully trying to take 6 random encounters to sanity check that I had the right flags. So I played the first like 10 or so minutes distracted and eventually settled in and I was like, okay, I'm supposed to play the game now. So I think that actually cost me more than the fetch quest.
Yeah. So
I did
yeah,
something a little similar at the start because I did the same thing. You know, go kill Garland while looting TOF, no encounters anywhere, and then I just like walked back and forth next to Canary for a bit, still no encounters, and it's just like, whatever, we'll play this. And I walked over to Dwarf Cave and then I found all the encounters. So that if I had done that properly and actually done the hard reset I should have, that would have been a solid several minutes time save right there.
yeah. I like to summarize this seed as we do a little bit of trolling.
Yeah, that ordeals chain. That was oh man. Like saw so many people baited by that. It was just like we were both giggling and going, "Oh no, please don't. Please no."
What was the entire chain from beginning to end?
Ordeals to herb to TNT to slab
to adamant to white shirt.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I did that entire thing because I was like, all right, well, I did Volcano early. Not everyone's going to do this. I got one of the loose. If I can just guarantee that the other incentive locations put me in go mode or not, then I can potentially skip 3 dungeons worth of checks. And I thought that would put me ahead, but I guess a lot of people must have done early Volcano.
Oh man, skipping 3 dungeons worth of checks, wouldn't that have been nice?
Hey, you
Yeah.
got your knight decked out with Power Bonk and Masa. It's fine, right?
Wait, where
I
was
mean,
the
I
Masa?
guess.
Masa was in less than greater than.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
because I full cleared sea and sky looking
Yeah.
for. Well, I found the Vorpal, the loose Vorpal.
Hey,
Because I was just like, whatever. We're gonna bet on one or both loose being required, and then I find the Vorpal, and it's just like, okay, one loose is probably still required. It's just not this one.
All right, and we've got Luffy pulling up to chaos now.
Luffy is going to cast Punch. I believe that's a level 50 black belt.
Off-stream update. Budgemano also rolling up just past Tia 2. Got a worm encounter, but I believe is taking care of it and getting on to Chaos real soon.
I
15
heard
hits,
some.
1556.
Oh man.
And that's before temper.
And just as another update, oh my goodness, I blinked and Chaos was dead. Okay, so get your chi-chis out in chat for Luffy.
GG for Luffy. That I believe that would have actually could that have possibly killed Chaos in one hit?
I'm gonna have to
I think
rewatch that just
I think
because.
it was 2 hits. I
Yeah.
think.
It was 2853 damage.
Yeah, so
In theory, could. In theory, because it's 100 to 200%, and so you're looking at 2 to 4K.
yeah, so we had Cheesenator who came in 7th, opened up bin 3. We had Tetron who came in at 115.34, who was the
Yeah,
closed
that
out
one
bin
shot's
3.
that one shot's Chaos based on what I saw from Cheeseinator, I think.
And Luffy, finishing up at 118.25, has opened up bin 4, I believe.
All right.
Budgemano is pulling Chaos right now as well.
So I heard
just
some
a Black Mage and a
confusion
Knight.
earlier when I took the worm encounter. I figured I want to explain my madness real quick.
All right.
I saw that bin 1 had opened and closed, and I saw that no one else had finished, so that was a momentary safety play because I knew basically no matter what, as long as I could get through Chaos, I was in bin 2, and if I could get a level off the worms, that's a few more health, that's a little bit more power, that could be the difference. Let's just take it.
All right. We are joined in chat by Luffy DV. GG.
GG's, guys. Thanks.
So
GG.
So
the
you've
question
been
we
the
the question we have
slightly
to ask
trolled.
when you came in.
Mhm.
How about that fetch quest?
It was fun, man. World tour action.
Aren't
I
you
did it
glad you
too.
have a speedboat?
Speedboat made it a little better. I mean, I think I got the full walk parking at Matoya over to Dwarf and then reset back. So the encounter table was quite kind early on, but I think I had the same pause for concern that everybody had with no encounters for the first what felt like minute of walking. But I mean, it's fine. You know, you bank on not having to go and clear dungeons. I should have went to Volcano earlier, but it happens. And you full clear 3 dungeons looking for something. So, it's fine. It was still a fun race, and it was a good time.
Bajamato has taken out Chaos. Official time 1 hour 19 minutes 53 seconds.
Can we, speaking of Volcano, can we talk quickly about just how obscenely dangerous Volcano first floor was? Or the armory floor? Like,
Yeah,
I
I
went
saw
in
that.
there and wiped and walked back in and out like 3 or 4 times. Finally found a loose ribbon in there, thank God, which let me, like, make sure I could get all the chest checks, and I had to come back for the Power Gauntlet and, like, the Pro Cape.
Not gonna lie, I wandered in there in the high 20s and I saw all the devastation. It was just like, I hope all the low-level black belts wandered into this. This will be
Yeah,
great.
that was me.
Yeah, there was a non-insignificant number of people who walked into those fires.
Speaking of black belt action, I did want to say, Luffy, that final punch you did to Chaos. Would you like to know that one shots him?
Yeah, I'd heard you guys saying that when I was listening to the stream before I popped in, and it felt good to know that, considering the early game was super good. It felt like for me, and then the middle to end game trolled the heck out of me. So knowing that I could punch him down in one shot makes me feel a little bit better about him driving me crazy.
By the way, Demon RHK on Chaos.
Yep.
Man, such a
Going a little bit safer with that.
such a quick run from all our on-stream runners that didn't even have a chance to really do much in the way of interviews.
Our remaining runners are Burt Reynolds, who is currently on seafloor of Topher, and Len the Cat, who is just about to the loot plate.
Yep.
So
This is a pretty tight clump.
yeah, Jet Seed is Jet Seed.
But was it really a jet seed? This is a troll seed, come on. It could have been a jet, but it was so
For as trolly as this seed was, yeah, I'd say this was pretty jetty.
Yeah. And that is terminated. 122.49 on the on-stream timer. Demon RHK killing Chaos. Let me get him into the chat here. All right. Joined by the final runner to finish on stream, Demon RHK. GG's.
And how
My
about
heart
that
goes
fetch
out to
quest?
you for that.
Yeah.
My heart goes out to you for the wipe.
Poor
your grind.
volcano run.
Yeah, that wipe.
I famous last words. How hard could carry one actually punch?
Hard enough, apparently.
Wait, what level did you go in, and had you picked up the defense from Sarda yet?
I had picked up the defense. I'm thinking, I'm 32. She's probably got like 800. It'll take me 2 or 3 rounds. I didn't expect her to go, 260, 190, 320 crit dead black belt.
Oof.
Ouch. And not only that, but I can see that you've been trolled by the fetch quest chain.
I didn't even realize that the fetch quest chain was that bad until I heard you guys talking about it. I mean, I really wasn't focused on, oh man, look how long this chain is. I was focused on, okay, this is the incentive, go turn it in. I don't want to go fetch. I don't want to go hunt these loose out.
That's a fair cop. I can understand that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was overall a very impressive run out of the 4 of you. Those people listening, if you aren't already following the people who ran, go do so. They deserve it, especially after the show they put on today. This was a great run.
Yeah, I do want to ask you, Demon, what do you think about that encounter table?
I was kind of hoping it was going to be good. I wanted it either to be awful, so I could try to do like a state grind, or I wanted it to be amazing. So I find the 4K, the 5K key, and I'm like, wow, we can go check Topher as long as we don't run into encounters. And I get up to Topher with no encounters. I'm like, great. I boxes. Okay. I get to Garland. Okay. I get all the way back. I get to Sarah and back to Canaria. Okay, great. We got the best encounter table I've probably ever seen. The greatest hero run ever.
We've
Yeah.
heard of early encounters. Yeah.
Burt Reynolds just finished off Chaos at 1 hour, 24 minutes, 27 seconds. Get your GGs out in chat.
GG.
All right. How?
So I have one more thing to say about the encounter table, which is that I actually hope not for a trash fire one, but I hope for one that like rewards sort of a methodical use of tensing cabins to save time, because at least this being a floaterless classic, classically one of my skills in the game is gaining time on people who take overworld encounters when I don't. But when you have it free for the first like 220 steps, you basically eliminate that from the picture.
Yeah. So this seed was rather. It was a funny seed, but pretty kind to our runners. Probably because Danny didn't roll it. How does this seed compare to others you've seen in this flag set? This goes out to any runner.
I mean, honestly, this was the easiest floaterless classic I've played. I didn't like the end game was straightforward. You didn't have to really hunt. If you went to Volcano, which is one of the easier dungeons to clear, you didn't really have to open that many boxes. I don't know. I thought it was pretty much a gift seed, and I kind of wish I handled it better.
Yeah, I saw that you opened only like a total of 50 something boxes.
Yeah. All right. Well, it was really nice to have such a nice short fun stream. We as commentators got to laugh a lot. So any final thoughts for this stream? I'll ask Lord Fizzle B first.
I don't need no black belts.
Okay. Nader, any final thoughts?
Thanks to the comms and crew and for everyone putting us on to host us on FFR channel. This is my first time, I think, being streamed on it, and one of my first times watching, since it's usually on like RPG Limit Break or Speed Gaming. So really fun that we've got this channel here, and everyone check out the Rando, FinalFantasyRandomizer.com.
All right. Couldn't have said it better myself. Luffy, you got any final thoughts?
I want to echo thank you to the comms for doing the work. Thank you to the trackers for punching the buttons. Thank you to Final Fantasy Randomizer for hosting us. And come join the Discord. Come hang out with us. We have a lot of fun.
We
Right.
promise not to bite unless you ask.
Ooh. Anyway, last but not least, Demon RHK. Any last thoughts about today?
Just it was a fun run, nice and chill, nothing too out of the crazy. Thanks again, as everybody else has echoed, to the crew for putting us on, giving us a venue or a platform here to be on. And yeah, I hope everybody liked weeks 1 and 2 of Free Enterprise and Floaterless Classic, because now it gets fun.
I don't know. I thought that was pretty fun.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to week 3.
Off-stream update. Len the Cat has finished the race. That actually closes out the race entirely. That was our last finisher here at 1 hour, 27 minutes, 27 seconds. I think that makes this the overall fastest race of the week. I think that nobody lands in bucket 6 as a result.
Yeah, this was the clumpiest and quickest, and definitely the shortest broadcast, because we had a lot of broadcasts where like someone was still plogging through Temple of Fiends at like 150 or 2 hours.
Yeah, it means I get to have some lunch much quicker because we got distracted by food for just a little bit. I think this is going to be a really fun one to watch for some newer people, especially, or if you just like to laugh at runners. All right. Any final thoughts, other commentators?
So thanks again to co-coms here, Admiral Tryhard and Hate. Hate, thank you again for restreaming as well. We had Chadbert punching the buttons on the tracking side. Fabulous work. I know that's pretty hard solo tracking for 4 on this, and greatly appreciate all that. Thanks again to the runners. Looking forward to our competition coming up in the next 2 weeks. Starting on Tuesday night, we have Deep Dungeon Week for the Fall League, and that is a great mode that is relatively unraced. There's been a couple of races of it since it's come out in the randomizer.
Who needs Deep Dungeon when you got no overworld?
So I think it's a very different set of skills because Deep Dungeon rewards a very different type of play style. And I really appreciate that it's coming in there. I say that as kind of the guinea pig who invested a bunch of time right away working with Pink Puff on it. So I'm looking forward to next week with the Deep Dungeon. The week after that, we have the entrance and floor Shard Hunt Oops All Loose flag set, and that is going to be
That sounds like
fire.
what I like to play. Hey, any Fall League team, do you need a fill-in? This
So
is my best flag set. And anyway,
So that's what we got to looking forward to Tuesday night. I believe is at 9 o'clock Eastern. That those races are. It's my night, and I don't remember unless I look at the calendar. So
Yeah, we have our next one coming up on Tuesday, the 28th at 8 p.m. to be restreamed on RPG Limit Break.
all right. Now, I would yeah. Let me brain for a second. Let me thank all the race crew for not only volunteering, but also being like, hey, can I join 15 minutes before this race to comms? And we just make everything work because this community is just it works so well and everyone's so nice. It's just amazing. You'd be surprised at just how well everyone is at the game and both in and out of the game. Everything's just great here. Come join the Discord if you like to experience that.
Yeah, and just to give you a little preview and a quick description of what we'll be running next week with Deep Dungeon, instead of the world, everything is shoved into Corneria Castle. Made into 52 floors where you're going to find maybe some shortcuts, maybe some cities. Everything's all in the tower. That's what we got looking forward to next week.
Heard it be called Tall Tower before.
Yeah.
it's
And
the stair direction. I get it, but
yeah,
come on, Deep Dungeon sounds way better.
Tall Tower.
they both work. And with that, I will bid you all a good day, adieu, and thanks for watching.